Welcome to Discovering. Tonight, the 10th annual Yooper Squirrel Derby held in the Nahma area. And we tag along with Cody and Morgan for their hunt with an amazing squirrel dog.
Yeah, so this is Belka, which means squirrel in Russian. She's a West Siberian Leica. Where is he? Show me, show me.
So sit back and relax. It's Monday night and it's time for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone, forest thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak, surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields, call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill, the eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
Mid-March, the beginning of the shoulder season when there's not a lot to hunt, walleye and pike season closes, and the weather isn't sure if it wants to be winter or spring and is just downright miserable most of the time. That is the perfect time of year to organize a squirrel derby and get people outdoors. This year is not just any old squirrel derby, it's the 10th annual Yooper Squirrel Derby headquartered at the Nahma Inn and General Store. I tagged along with Cody and Morgan for a day of competitive squirrel hunting. And Cody has a pretty sweet squirrel dog.
Yeah, so this is Belka, which means squirrel in Russian. She's a West Siberian Leica. Doesn't look like your traditional, a lot of the normal hunting breeds that we have. She looks more like a little husky, but a little better adapted for the cold compared to curs and feists that are some of the more common ones. This is a cool spot. It's a lot younger oak mixed with a lot of jack pine too, and some of the older oak stands, squirrels can really disappear, you know, and there's lots of holes and areas for them to go. So this is actually where I take my kids a lot, just because they can usually see them and actually be able to aim and shoot rather than have something way up in a tree tucked way in. So, and then try to save it for the derby otherwise. We're kind of just hiking around, covering ground, and then either sometimes she'll send a squirrel right out of the tree, right, with that scent cone coming down. Other times she'll cut a track, but they're like all the squirrel dogs are like a hot-nosed dog, meaning they won't cold trail a really old trail. It's kind of more like a bird dog where it's got to be a fresh scent. She's the first squirrel dog I've ever had, so I think I enabled her as a pup, where she doesn't talk on tree very much. So I actually have to rely a decent amount on a GPS and actually seeing her points cluster. And she does everything she's supposed to, and she trees except bark well. So she'll whine and she'll bark a little bit if she can see them. Kind of makes it nice too. Aren't lighting up the woods all the time. Oh no, there's a squirrel. It's going up the tree. Where is he? Where is he? Show me. Show me. You see, so she's essentially treeing right now, but she just doesn't talk a whole lot when she's on tree. We found one. Good girl, pal. Good girl. There's the end of the main trunk, and come down like 6 feet from it. There's a three-way split, like this. And he's right on the right side in that crotch. Good girl, Belle. Oh no, he got stuck. We'll get him down. Good girl, Belle. Good girl.
Morgan is on the board with 1 gray squirrel.
The squirrel right there on the side of that, on the right side of that tree. I think a lot of times I find them more down in the younger oak mixed with thicker jack pine, but these first 2 that we found have been up here in the bigger trees. So kind of cool to see how they shift around and use different areas depending on the season. All right, Belle, hey, let's go. Hunt them up.
This is an individual competition.
Yeah, Coulter, he said he's talking about doing teams next year, which would be fun. Obviously with a dog, when you're in a kind of a group, it's nice to be able to, yeah. Where is he? Show me. Yep, there's one. Straight up the tree, right at the top, yeah.
Good girl, Belle. Got him.
Yeah, you've been hitting him, right? We smoked him.
Yeah, I really
Sometimes it's just the nerves as they
hammered him.
Her first year.
First season.
I've been doing it 6, 7 years, something like that. Kind of an excuse to go out. End of the year, not much else is going on, a good excuse to get out in the woods, and why Coulter wanted to start this. Man, I think it started with him and 2 buddies, maybe the first year, like 10 years ago, and then now we've had over 100 people sign up this year, so pretty cool to see it grow and fun to get together and see how everyone did and tell stories. It's a good time. It definitely looked like she was treeing on one of these, but I mean, kind of like Western hunting, trying to pick apart, you know, and glass something up. Sometimes you might be at a tree 20+ minutes, especially in the fall with the leaves up, and you're just trying to pick it apart, maybe waiting for the wind to blow, and then you might have a squirrel tail just shift out from behind the trunk, or have leaves blow out of the way, and it's fun. Sometimes it gets old, but it's a good time. Where's he at, Belle? Hey, show me. Come on. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Yeah, you can see how that gray fur is like perfect camouflage on the oak tree trunks. Good girl, Belle. Nice. Perfect shot. Good girl, you got him.
I'm getting
It's
better
perfect.
at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, should have been quick. And then Belka chewed his ear off right away.
Yeah, this is my kind of favorite. Like, if you got to go find squirrels, should be here, wherever this is. This undisclosed location.
Oh my god. It's out now.
Yeah. A good pile started. Or are you reconsidering? So it's possible that was the last one he went up, but then jumped to another tree or several other trees. So good to kind of at least double check the ones around too. And there's a big nest up there too. Where is he? Don't see it yet. Where's he at, Belle? Where is he? You're looking at the trees and you're looking them over, and like, there's no way there's a squirrel in that tree. And you know, he was just hiding behind it. skirting around on us. Yeah, right there on the backside of this oak tree right here. I just caught the little glow of his tail. Jeez. Belka, hey, 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 come here. That's why it can take a while sometimes to actually figure him out.
Are you limited out now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not a bad day already. To just give up and go try to find a whole nother squirrel. It's nice to try to reward her after working, so. Can you find any more?
Till dawn. Limited out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta, trash talk's an important part of the Derby, for sure. Good girl, pal.
Now that Morgan is limited out on gray squirrels, it's Cody's turn on the gun. Hopefully, we can get 5 more before it's time to go weigh them in.
Good girl, Belle. Good girl. Right up there. Good girl, Belle. Got some heft to her. We'll see. Good girl, Belle. Greatest number, but then usually every year several people get limits. So then it goes based off of weight after that. So getting some heavy ones will help for sure. But it'll just be nice to be in the running, get to the final measurement. Be good. Get a little nick out of her tail where it's regrowing. That's kind of cool. You see the little hair underneath? Belle, where's he? Where's he at? Oh, there's one right there. See the tail wrapped?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, there he goes. Get him, Belle. Get him. Good girl. She lives for. Nice job. Good girl, pal. Yeah. Killing it, dog. Yep, there's one right there. Heck yeah. Good girl, pal.
Cody got 1 more squirrel, but my camera was not pointed in the right spot. We walked around this area for a little while longer and then took off to a new spot to try and get Cody 2 more to finish his limit.
He outsmarted you, Bill. Okay, you keep finding holes. No squirrels. Where are they? Black squirrel. Right up there in that crook on that yellow birch. Oh yeah. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a long shot. There he is, right at the top. Oh. Yep. Woo! Had to do a little physics. 2 limits, dog. 2 limits. Woo! Good girl. Hey, good girl. Good girl.
Wow, 2 black squirrels.
Not too bad. I didn't even see the second one till you guys said, oh, there's more. Normally every year the Squirrel Derby, I don't know, the weather's just absolutely wrong for us. And yeah, we haven't limited out, so we got 2 limits this year. It's not even 3 o'clock, so we've got a couple hours. We can actually relax and get there and not be a mad scramble like most of the time. But yeah, we'll bring them in. Coulter and his crew will be writing down how many squirrels or other critters that they got. And then, yeah, weigh them to see if there's a tie. And then we'll eat good food and hang out, and it should be a fun time.
And Belka will get a treat for all her hard work too.
Yeah, usually when we clean them, we give her the hearts and the livers and the kidneys. So She enjoys those.
The Nahma Inn, Nahma General Store, it's a very tip of the Nahma Peninsula here in Delta County, southern Delta County, and we're here for the 10th annual Yooper Squirrel Derby. We had like around 115 people signed up for the hunt this year, which is by far the most. Last year in 2024, we had 64. So it's pretty cool, and yeah, we started 10 years ago. The very first year we did it, I think there was 6 of us. We just went hunting for the day, friendly competition, and we all just came down to Nahma Inn for burgers and beers after. And then the next year there was maybe 15. And up until last year, the most we ever had was in the 30s. And so starting in 2024, we realized that we had enough people coming to this event that we could do a fundraiser. So it always, for the first 8 years we did it, it was just you paid to enter the hunt and then we paid out to the winners. But then starting last year, we actually do a fundraiser as part of it. And that money is donated to the Delta County Crushers, which is a youth shooting sports team here in Delta County for ages 8 to 18 to participate in trap and skeet competition. So yeah, so that's kind of why we're all here. It's grown to a size that just 2 weeks ago, I didn't think there'd be this many people here.
One of the many participants to enjoy a day of squirrel hunting is a member of the Delta County Crushers.
This is my second year doing this. Did it last year, but I think I got a little better luck this year.
How'd you do this year?
I got 9 red squirrels this year, all at my cabin, so doing pretty good.
Nice. Why do you like squirrel hunting?
Well, I think it's fun. You know, it's a little something you can do. The red squirrels, they're basically open year round. I got a cabin with 80 acres out in Watson, and we just shoot up there sometimes. And today it was one day I could just see how many I can get and then come here after for a nice spaghetti dinner and then see what we can do.
Morgan and Cody's gray squirrels didn't have quite enough weight to put them in the top spot.
It was $10 to enter the hunt. So every person that participated, adult to youth, entered for $10. And we have 3 categories. We have most grays, which is up to 5. So it's heaviest 5 gray squirrels. And then that pays out 60% of the winnings in the adult division. And then 25% pays out to most gray squirrels. And then 15% pays out to to the biggest non-squirrel, which is usually a porcupine. But this year we had somebody that harvested a coyote. So this year we decided, just because of the number of people we had, that we're going to do a separate youth division. So 16 and under also is in that same, they have the same payout for that.
It was great to see all the youngsters who participated in the derby.
Sawyer, what'd you do today?
Hunt squirrels.
On squirrels. Was it fun? How many squirrels did you get?
6.
6. Wow. Who do you go hunting with?
Dad.
Dad? Oh, your brother go too? Nice. What did they get?
George got a porcupine and Dad got a coyote.
Oh, wow. Nice. Are you going to come back again next year?
Addison, Emerson.
What did you do today?
We shot squirrels.
Nice. How many squirrels did you get?
5, 3, and a porcupine.
Did you go hunting with your dad here?
Yeah.
What else do you like to hunt?
Deer.
Deer. Nice.
Turkeys.
How old are you?
9.
Is this your first time here?
No.
No way, Jose.
Are you going to come back next year?
Yeah.
How many did you get?
13.
13.
And then we got 1 porky.
Wow.
Okay.
Get no quills on you.
There's half of them.
That's the part about it that I like the most, is to just see the kids that are here, the kids that hunted, and then we're going to be giving away 4 guns tonight to youth. So I think it's awesome.
The kids weren't the only ones to have a fun time.
We got a pretty good bucket here. It was a good hunt. Ready for the weigh-in.
And the raffles after the hunt raised over $4,000 for the Delta County Crushers.
We could do the hunt, but we couldn't do the fundraiser part with all the sponsors that we have. And most of the sponsors are from Schoolcraft, Delta, Menominee, Alger, and Dickinson County. So it's really cool to see so many different types of businesses, people, organizations all come together to support this and donate some things. So super cool. Thanks to all of them. We couldn't do the fundraiser part without them, and it's a great event. I can't believe it's gotten to be this big down here in the tiny town of Nahma.
That's all for tonight, and I hope to see you right back here next week for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.